So
They
please calm
still
down and do not come for Mr.
they still randomly light skin. So girl, shut up. What's up, my babies? It's your girl Jen checking in, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Ratchet Reactions. What is going on with your boy Chris Brown? Y'all already know. I love him. I love to hate him. I love to pray for him. It is a whole thing with him. What's going on? First of all, let's check in with our girl, Impressive Channel. Okay. Impressive Channel. She always has good tea, good, wholesome, drama-less tea. She gets to the facts and she's spiritual. She is connected to Holy Spirit. Love her. Shout out Impressive Channel. Let's check out her video.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive Channel. I want to talk about this because this story is really insane. Now, there is this AI artist named Zania Monet who signed a $3 million record deal. Now, according to Black Enterprise, they say that this AI artist, Zania or Zana, was actually created by this woman named Talisha Jones. She used AI to create the image for Zania, and she also uses the AI music tool Suno to create Zania's music. Okay. Now, this app Suno is also backed by the producer Timbaland. Timbaland was actually under fire for trying to sign Zania, and she signed his own AI artist named Tata, and he even has an AI company called Stage Zero. He
Oh my God, y'all.
got some backlash for it, but people don't really realize that this is where music is heading now. They are going to replace real artists with these AI artists, and they're going to create whatever image they want to create, and they're going to formulate music based off of the sounds and the voices that are already out there. They've already collected enough data from all the music out there on the
Data. You hear that? Data. Data is king. Y'all better understand in this system, Jesus is king. Jesus is Lord. But down here in this system, data baby. Y'all better understand it's the matrix in real life.
internet to do this. And when you hear about companies going around buying catalogs from other artists, pay attention to it, because what I feel like they're doing is they're taking this music and they're putting it into the system so that in the future people will use all that data to create AI music. So they're basically recycling sounds and voices. And when you hear this artist Zania Monet, there was one song where she sounds literally like Beyonce mixed with Jennifer Hudson and even a little bit of Tiffany Evans. It's literally a computer generated voice taken from other artists, and it takes little to no effort to do this. It's really kind of crazy, but the industry is preparing us for this. It's not even a coincidence to me that this animated group from K-pop Demon Hunters is getting all of this push and all of these streams, because they're trying to get people used to the idea of seeing non-humans be the face of the music. And that's what's happening. And now you have this AI artist, Zania Monet, who has songs on the Billboard charts. In fact, she had the #1 song on the R&B digital song sales chart. So we're headed in the direction where they're going to really start pushing these AI artists. And the first ones they're going to push are the Black ones. They're going to replace the Black artists first. That's what I feel. And it's crazy how they could give an AI artist.
Listen, y'all better listen to her because that makes so much sense. We the ones they don't want to pay. They gonna replace Beyonce before they replace Taylor Swift. You better know it. And while Beyonce thinks she the queen of something, she is gonna be the first one replaced.
Artists a $3 million deal, but they refuse to invest in Black talent. They won't push a new Black artist. They rather push a fake one that they could control and one that doesn't have a soul and they could use to push whatever agenda they want to. And they're starting with the Black ones, I'm telling you. Now, SZA had something to say about this. She actually said, "I don't F with this either. Why devalue our music? Something tells me they wouldn't do this with another genre." Exactly. They're targeting R&B first. She reposted this quote and said, "If it has no soul, if it's not made with passion, I'm repulsed by it." And she went on to say she hates AI. The singer Chloe Bailey also said, "AI musical artists and songs, I feel AI should be banned when it comes to the creative spaces. This makes me sad." Also, Kaylani spoke out about this. This is what she had to say.
There is an AI R&B artist who just signed a multi-million-dollar deal and has a top 5 R&B album, and is the person is doing none of the work. I think you guys think that AI can just be the cover for something, which some people can use. They can make an AI cover. AI can also make the entire fucking song. It can sing the entire song. It can make the entire beat. You can have a song that's one type of song and say, AI, make this into a country song. And it'll literally rewrite, re-sing in a country voice and redo the entire thing. And they don't have to credit anyone. This is so beyond out of our control. And nothing will ever, nothing and no one on earth will ever be able to justify AI to me, especially not fucking AI in the creative arts, in which people have worked hard for, trained for, slept on the floor for, fucking got injuries for, worked for their entire lives. I'm sorry, I don't respect it.
Tiffany Evans, who's another very talented singer, spoke out about this too.
Um, this Zania, hold on, because this shit got me flabbergasted. This Miss Zania Monet, baby, the only Monet we acknowledge is Victoria.
Okay.
Wrap this
Okay.
shit up by 4 p.m. And I know I'm folding clothes right now, but don't let me find out you ran my voice to the Suno app or Kaylani's or any of our voices. Because that's exactly what y'all doing. Y'all running our voices through these apps trying to get live results. No, you're dead. You're dead. Okay? Wrap this shit up.
This really is a slap in the face to real artists because
Listen, okay, because I totally feel her, bro.
this is their craft, this is their livelihood.
Just like they said, Timbaland had was calling for like doing a casting call for songs and stuff, trying to make it seem like he was about to bring out the next brand new artist or whatever, and he used it for an AI artist.
And they're about to be replaced by a computer. That's some crazy work. That really is. It's very unethical, but at the same time, this is the future. AI is going to be a huge part of our society. It's going to be a huge part in how we create things, of how we receive news and entertainment. It's just going to be everywhere. So you can't escape it at this point. I mean, eventually everybody is going to have to embrace it because of the efficiency of it. And also, a lot of these companies can cut costs and save money by using it. So they're going to continue to push this whole thing. And it's not going to just stop at the AI music and the fake AI visuals, but they're going to try to push holograms next. They've been trying to do that for years already. So if these AI artists have to perform live, they're going to use holograms. That is where the future is headed. We are being taken over by technology and robots. We are officially.
This is very true, and I didn't like it when they started to do hologram concerts with like Tupac and people that passed on. Like, that's too much. That's too weird for me, bro. And this here, I'm telling you, like she said, they're desensitizing us for stuff, bro. This is, don't get distracted to understand that this is all a part of a bigger picture of brainwashing. Period.
Hooked. But if you want to start making money and getting opportunities, learn how to use AI right now. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Chris Brown deactivating his page after being accused of being a colorist. Are we surprised?
Like, I guess this must be for the young girls who just not starting to get into Chris Brown, because everybody knew he was a colorist.
We shouldn't be, because we know Chris Brown has a reputation of only liking light and brights. If it ain't light and bright, it ain't right. Y'all know that. Remember, Tokyo Vanity came out and said Chris Brown would not allow any dark skins in his club section. He's very particular about the women he surrounds himself with. And yes, he does have a preference. And nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that. But it's just the fact that he purposely has his team exclude dark skinned and brown skinned women. So he's been called out about that over the years. And recently he was called out by two women. One of them actually said that she and her friends were promised VIP passes to the show. So they came there thinking they were going to get in, but she did not pass the paper bag test. You already know Chris Brown likes the vanillas, the wafers, the caramels, but he doesn't like the chocolates.
Okay, so it's been a couple weeks since the Breezy Bowl, since I went to the Breezy Bowl, and I just want to share my experience. I went with two of my friends. One of my friends is dark skinned like me, and then my other friend is Puerto Rican, so she's light skinned. So we are all from Cleveland, Ohio. We drove from Cleveland to Detroit for the show, I want to say about 4 weeks ago. So I'm like, hey, are you boba?
Okay, y'all. So this is some homegrown tea that we had to get from across the country. Pay attention.
Are you Chris Brown's manager? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm here with such and such. He said that you would be escorting me and my friends to the VIP platform. And he was like, oh no, sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands. So mind you, it's 7:10, like 7:05, 7:10. So the concert just started. And I actually saw him have like 50 VIP wristbands in his pocket. So he's like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I can't help you. And he walks away. Doesn't give us a ticket, don't give us any explanation, just that he doesn't have the wristbands. We're standing there waiting for about 30 minutes to an hour. And me and my friends are watching him give girls wristbands that came way after us. And these girls were mixed. They were light skinned, they were Blasian, they were white, they were like, they didn't look like. So one of the guys from Chris Brown's entourage that was also with Boba walked up to my Puerto Rican friend and offered her a wristband. And she was like, well, what about my two friends that I'm with? And they're like, we can't help them. To make a long story short, we stood there and wasted. We missed Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller because we stood there waiting for somebody to help us for an hour.
Y'all stood there waiting for somebody to help y'all get a VIP ticket. Okay, I guess. I understand. If you've been promised a VIP ticket. But, I mean, for me, it wouldn't have took me 45 minutes to an hour to figure out what was going on.
Boba and the rest of the entourage kept coming up, playing in our faces. They even tried to make us perform for the tickets, like made us spin around, audition, jump up and down on one leg, and, you know, stuff that the other women that did not have to do. Like
that. Oh, my God.
The light-skinned girls, the white girls, the mixed girls, they didn't have to do that. They walked up, got their wristbands, were escorted down with no problem. So yeah, after them playing in our face for about an hour, we basically peeped what was going on. We realized we weren't, you know, getting in, and that was that. After like an hour of us waiting, Boba comes back and he gives us regular tickets, like tickets that were like, you know, up in the sections, like up in the stands or whatever. So, you know, I wasn't like tripping, but I just felt like he was only doing that because I had to basically not necessarily harass him, but stress him that we just drove all the way here from Cleveland, and we were promised like VIP passes, VIP tickets by such and such. And he said you knew we were coming. So he basically just gave us the tickets because, you know, I wouldn't let it go. To make a long story short, those women that they are taking on stage, that Chris Brown is, you know, performing for on stage, they are definitely pre-picked and pre-selected from that VIP platform that we were supposed to be standing on, that they're standing on. Which is why Chris Brown has a preference, but you have not one time seen a dark-skinned girl up on that stage. And his entourage, his management, they're only doing what he is instructing for them to do. Which is why you have not seen a woman of my complexion on the stage. All those women look like he's taking on stage because those are the only women that he's given the VIP access passes to make sure of it. I do feel like the reason they don't allow for people to go get their tickets from the box office, how I normally do it, is because they want to see what you look like first. Chris Brown and his team wants to make sure that you pass the paper bag test before you just walk up and they say, basically. You know, I can't tell you guys who to support, but I just want to let y'all know, like, if y'all wasn't paying to see him, y'all wouldn't be seeing him. So that's just really it. Like, he wouldn't give y'all the time of day.
Bye, Chris Brown. We thought we was gonna see you. Your security is bitches. Your security.
Now, I think Chris Brown and his team were aware of the colorist allegations that were making its rounds on TikTok, so he decided to bring Kayla Nicole out there to combat those narratives. And Kayla Nicole was kind of gushing over the moment, saying that she got on stage and did this for the brown skin girls, which was just so weird to me. Like, she was acting like this was the biggest, most groundbreaking moment ever. Like, all she was doing was grinding on stage with Chris Brown. Girl, just say you did it for yourself. But anyway, she was
Who
loving
is
this
she?
moment
First of
because
all, who is Kayla Nicole? Because I thought Kayla Nicole was the comedian girl who had the baby and like used to have a little itty bitty pony and on Instagram. Like, I don't know who this chick is. And you not brown skin. Barely. Girl, bye.
typically Kayla Nicole does not get positive attention. She's actually had a bad experience with the media because she always gets criticized over her relationship and breakup with the NFL player Travis Kelce. And also, she gets dragged by Taylor Swift fans. So she's never really painted in a favorable light. So her getting on stage with Chris Brown is the most positive attention that she's gotten in some time. And she was loving it. And also, she went on record to defend Chris Brown. She said that he doesn't pre select girls, he picks them at random.
I was asked very shortly before the show if I would be interested in doing it. But I didn't find out if I was going to be actually the girl until during the show. And I realized that you guys are asking this because I've seen the discourse, and a lot of people are concerned that he's not really picking fans at random, that everything is premeditated. But I want to assure you that that's not the case. There have been several shows where the girls are absolutely super random, and I'm assuming that they don't get any heads up. So please calm down and do not come for Mr.
They still randomly light skin, so girl, shut up.
Brown, because he is selecting people at random, and it could be you.
Yeah, Kayla is out here doing damage control for Chris Brown. Chris Brown is very aware of the narrative that's out there about him being a colorist, and he doesn't want to lose support over it. So he brought Kayla Nicole on stage for optics. Also, he responded to the colorist allegation saying, "Miss me with the colorist rage baiting," and then he deactivated his account. And just recently, he brought on Summer Walker on stage. Now, Summer Walker is one of his opening acts. So he did that for optics as well. And it's the perfect distraction. He brought on another celebrity. Obviously, it's going to be another viral moment. It's going to drown out the colorist accusations.
First
And
of
moving
all,
forward, I think
hold
he's going to
on,
continue
stop.
to do this
We're
because it's going to give
not
him
gonna
good
act like we
press.
didn't just
He's going to
see
follow that Usher
Summer
blueprint.
Walker,
But that still doesn't change what we know about Chris.
looking like
Is
they
Chris a
holidays
great
just
performer?
looking. Hold on. What in the heliante is going on here with her tatas?
To do this because it's going to give him good press. He's going to follow that Usher blueprint. But that still doesn't change what we know about Chris. Is Chris a great performer? Is he talented? Is he one of the best in his field? Of course. But is he a colorist?
No.
I mean, is water wet? Of course. I mean, nothing is wrong with him preferring a certain hue, but purposely going out of his way to exclude dark-skinned women should let you know where he stands. And listen, if you don't like it, you don't have to support him. I mean, he's not entitled to the support of dark-skinned or brown-skinned girls. There are so many other artists to support. But anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Y'all, that was crazy. That was crazy. I got so much to say. First of all, who is Kayla Nicole? I don't care. I believe everything in this video, unfortunately, and I feel like the only way that you can pass Chris Brown's paper bag test is if you are island girl. You know, you need to be exotic in some type of way. Like, don't be regular hood. No, he's not having it. And I feel like honestly though, we're not missing out on nothing. If anything, we probably dodging a bullet because the boy is violent, he's high headed, he's not. We ain't missing nothing. So I don't know. That's my opinion. What do you think? Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video, reacting to it with me. My reaction is I agree with everything Impressive is saying. And to expound on that, he's probably you're probably better off as a dark-skinned woman that he doesn't want you. Okay, because mess around to be a Cassie situation. You know what I mean? And I don't really got time for that. So y'all, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think that Chris Brown is colorist? What do you think about? What are your 2025 opinions of Chris Brown at the age that he is now? You know, excluding everything that happened back before, 2008, 2009, whatever. What do you think about him today in 2025? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to subscribe to Time to Talk It Out so that you can see all of our podcasts in real time, live as we go live at 10 o'clock on Mondays on the Time to Talk It Out page. And then check us out on Fridays on my Jen Checking In channel. And then also on Tuesdays on the Time to Talk It Out, we edit the video and put it up. Thanks again. May the Lord watch. Deuces.
Style. Style is the answer to everything.